A very warm good morning to all of you. I want to start my talk with a simple experiment. I want you all to raise your hands. Lift up your hands, everybody. And I want you all to touch your skin now. Feel the skin against your palm. Some of you might feel it's oily. For some, it could be dry. A little bit of texture here and there. Maybe a few acne. This is all natural, by the way. But here's the thing. This is your skin. And today I'm going to talk about how your skin connects to something much bigger than just appearance. Hi everyone, I am Dr. Vaishali, an MD Ayurveda, and be with me because in the next few minutes I'm going to take you all to an amazing journey where we explore fascinating evolution of skincare with a blend of Ayurveda and modern science. We often think of skincare, which is something about luxury or something that's expensive. But if taken the right approach, skincare could be extremely economical. After all, the skin needs to be healthy. It doesn't necessarily needs to be flawless. Let's go back in time and think about the history. Between the 6th and the 12th century, Vedic scriptures like Charak and Shushruta Samhita laid the foundation of skincare, where they talk about amazing therapies like lepam or face mask, udvartan or exfoliation, abhyangam or body massages with oil, and swedanam, which is herbal steaming therapies. These beautiful, time tested rituals laid the foundation of skincare in India, and it kept the skin of our ancestors healthy for centuries. Fast forward into the history, the Mughal emperors came, and the queens were known to use natural ingredients like aloe vera, rose, sandalwood, which are all known for its skin soothing and anti inflammatory properties. And then fast forward a little bit more. What happened? The British colonization began. And this was the time when the skincare industry commercialized. Skincare, which was considered mostly for the wealthies, started to reach every home with television, radio, and commercial posters. All this change that happened during the British colonization brought in Western skincare culture, but traditional skincare rooted in Ayurveda was still intact. During this time, a hybrid skincare culture was evolved in India. All these changes were only possible because of two prominent reasons: knowledge and awareness. From then to now, the skincare industry has evolved so much, it has changed so much, and there are innumerable choices when we want to choose our skincare products. From then to now, look how things have changed. Apparently, between the 1920s to 1940s, females were using three prominent products into their skincare routine: soap, borolene, everybody knows about that, and talcum powder. Whereas men were using one prominent product in their skincare routine. Any guesses? Water. From then to now, things have changed so much, and most females follow 3 to 5 steps in their skincare routine. However, men are also not left behind and follow the basic rule of cleansing, moisturizing, and sun protection. I want to share a personal experience that changed my perspective towards skincare. A few years ago, I was practicing at a clinic in Delhi, and one day a 20-year girl walks into my clinic with her mom, who appeared to be in her 40s. A few minutes into the consultation, I'm asking questions, taking history, and I find out that this woman, who appeared to be in her 40s, is actually in her late 50s. And I was like, what? I completely denied to believe that because not only her facial skin was amazing, the skin on her hand was also tight and firm. I control my amusement And I come back to the girl. I prescribe her diet modification, lifestyle, and medicines. But now I'm curious to know as to what this woman literally did to slow down or rather healthify her aging. I got three simple takeaways. From the time she was a teenager, she was regularly consuming amla, which is also called as Vayasthapak in Ayurveda. Number two, she would regularly massage her body with herbal oils, which is key to hydration, and that explain the tight and firm skin on her hand. And number three, she would never compromise on her sleep. Apparently, she would sleep better when she was stressed out. But yes, sleep is crucial for collagen production and is also key for healthy aging. This incident in particular intrigued me to dive deeper into the subject of skincare and longevity because it was fascinating for me to know how simple practices like this could leave lasting and youthful impact on our skin. It was also fascinating because during this course of conversation, she didn't mention a product or procedure, which most of us look forward to while we want to take up our skincare routine. Today, the skincare industry is at boom with a projected growth of $407 billion by 2035. In a 2024 survey, millennials shopped for beauty products online with the higher percent of 42%, whereas Gen Z and Gen X also shopped product online by 36% respectively. Now, my question is when it comes to skincare, are we ready to look beyond what we apply on the skin? Because the skincare industry, like any industry, also has two sides, the dark side and the bright side. The bright side empowers you with knowledge that no matter what gender you are, what color you are, you essentially need three products into your routine, which is cleanser, moisturization, and sun protection. The dark side, it thrives on your insecurities and tries to sell you products that are filled with known carcinogens, fillers, endocrine disruptors, and artificial fragrances. No wonder we see more cases of PCOS in the last 3 decades. The bright side teaches you that less is more and look beyond what you apply on your skin. The dark side enforces fear of missing out and tells you that nothing is ever enough. You are never enough. And instantly tries to sell you products. Now, the question is, are we, being consumers, making wise choices while we make or while we choose our skincare routine? Enter Ayurveda, the ancient science of Indian medicine that teaches us to look beyond what you apply on the skin. It teaches us to not only look at beauty with external application, but also think about what we eat and how we live. It tries to tell us to balance the internal physiology, both mental and physical. Let's understand this with three simple concepts. Number one, the mental health and the skin. What could potentially be the reason that you're more likely to get an acne before an important date or an important event? You sweat while you are fearful, and if the stress is chronic, the skin could dry out or pigment. This is the connection between your mind and your skin. Positive emotions like happiness and relaxation releases serotonin in the brain, which in turns calm down the brain and improves your skin. Negative emotions like anger, sadness, grief, depression, aggression releases cortisol in the body, which could dry out or inflame the skin. Ayurveda talks about three prominent qualities of the mind. This is very interesting. Hear me out. Number one, sattva, the mental state of calmness, clarity, and balance. That in turn makes the skin healthy, glowing, beautiful. Rajas, the mental state of agitation, anger, hyperactivity, and restlessness, which in turn could inflame the skin, make it excessively dry, or make it excessively oily. And tamas, the mental state of negative emotions, confusion that could make your skin lifeless, dull, or saggy. What do we learn? We learn that a healthy mind brings a healthy skin. That's concept number one. Concept number two, our skin. We all have beautiful skins. It's an intelligent organ. It protects us from the external environment, but it can sometimes be fooled. Let me explain you with a simple demonstration. Let's consider this piece of paper as our skin. And let's consider this product as a sunscreen spray. Anything, any product. If I spray this product on the surface of skin, look what happens. You see, the paper is wet now. A little bit of it is absorbed and a little bit of it will evaporate. This is called as semi-permeability. Little absorption, little evaporation. And the exact thing happens when you put something on your skin. So as I mentioned, the skin is a very intelligent organ, but it can sometimes be fooled with toxic elements that could be a part of your skincare routine. These toxic elements then enters your bloodstream and could bring inflammation or could also cause many other disorders. Ayurveda believes skin as a channel of consumption. So what you put is what you eat. What you put goes inside. And that's why it's important to make wise choices while you choose your skincare product. An expensive product doesn't necessarily needs to be healthy, and a cheaper one doesn't necessarily needs to be unsafe. The question is, are we reading the labels well enough? That's concept number two, semi-permeability of the skin. And concept number three, which is called as the gut and skin axis, which is my favorite. There's an interconnection between the food that we eat, the digestion that follows, and the skin. What could be a reason that a deep fried, greasy food is more likely to give you an acne and a red, healthy pomegranate is more likely to give you a healthy, glowing skin? This is the connection between your digestion and the skin. The kind of food that we eat and the digestion that follows largely impacts the skin. And that's why people with chronic digestive issues like constipation, indigestion, and hyperacidity are more likely to get skin issues like eczema, psoriasis, or atopic dermatitis. These three concepts that we just learned, the mental health and the skin health, semi-permeability of the skin, and the gut and skin axis, helps us understand that we need to look beyond what we apply externally. And this is what Ayurveda talks about. So let's call it A beauty. Now I'm diverting a little bit to give you something very cool. Have you ever watched a K-drama? Most of us have. What is that one thing that you absolutely cannot ignore while watching it? Their skin. Fun fact, it's a combination of their genetic makeup, consistent skincare routine, and their diet and lifestyle. The skincare industry is also at boom. And the rise in K beauty is the perfect example of how the world of skincare is changing. Let's look at few of the common ingredients that are used in K beauty. Centella asiatica, also known as Manduk Parni or Gotukula in Ayurveda, which is known for its anti-inflammatory properties. Licorice or mulethi, which is known in Ayurveda for its anti-pigmentation activities. Ginseng, a similar molecule is found in ashwagandha, known as Indian ginseng, which is known for its skin aging properties or reducing skin aging, and then rice water, which is known for its fine line reducing properties. What do we learn? Beautiful similarities between K beauty and A beauty. So, my question to you all is, are you ready to look beyond what you apply on your skin? According to the genetic makeup and cultural diversity and the diet and lifestyle that we follow, something that aligns perfectly with us is A beauty. And if your answer is to look beyond what you apply on your skin, then you, my friends, are ready to enter the beautiful world of A beauty. This is not only going to save your pockets, but also is going to improve your health in the longer run. The story of the female that I shared initially was unknowingly following A beauty, and just because it was the story of a woman doesn't mean it's not going to be equally impactful in all men. So start looking beyond what you apply, because it's not only going to save this generation, but also the next one. Because one healthy generation creates another. Thank you.